And I began to see an opportunity, quite exploitative perhaps even, that I could incorporate them into my opera quilt song. At the beginning of my project of creating the opera quilt song, I was trying to develop cells of music which would emulate quilt making. So in quilt making you have different pieces of material, sometimes totally strange pieces. You don't think they're going to fit together, but then you make a grid and you set them and they seem to work together. So this seemed to me compositionally a really interesting idea, that I could take little fragments and then intersperse them, particularly between the three guitars. And I suppose that the way the guitar works is a lot of finger work, so it sort of emulates a bit all that sewing in the quilt making, because as well as the shapes, there's a lot of stitching going on.
The key thing when we're playing this piece is Susie's made such a kind of showcase of the resonance of the guitar. There's so many beautiful harmonies in there, and at the start and at the end we start with these huge guitar chords, and she uses the percussion element of the guitar as well, so it really showcases all the guitar has to offer.
Within quite a short piece there's a real sort of exploration of lots of different sort of sound worlds.
It had a really interesting texture to the music, which isn't really found very often in a lot of the current guitar repertoire that we've played. Every time there's a piece like this which makes you think, oh, I've never done this before, it's really interesting because you have to think about it in a different way.